Well, the recent FSX conference took place in Dallas, and, of course, this is where a lot of great companies, up-and-coming companies, match up with broker-dealers, investors, all of that, folks looking for exposure, looking for capital in some cases. And this is one of the companies, Soul and Vibe Interactive. You want to go to their website, soulandvibe.com, one long word, S-O-U-L, soulandvibe.com. The ticker symbol is SOUL. Yes, they are a public company already, SOUL. And Tony Chiodo is the CEO of this very dynamic company. Tony, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity today.
Now, you're headquartered in Minneapolis, is that right?
Minneapolis, Minnesota. That is correct.
All right. Now, this is a very nice game and games-related content company for consoles, mobile devices, personal computers. Your area, your industry seems to be a hot growth industry, doesn't it, Tony?
It is very much so. PricewaterhouseCoopers noted it was a $56 billion industry in 2010, and by the time that we get to 2015, it's supposed to be an $82 billion a year industry.
Well, that's great.
Not a small number.
No, it's not. It's a big, big industry, folks. And where do you fit into it? And I know you're a smaller company, but I know you expect to grow greatly over the next 5 years.
Absolutely. We have a product mix that I'm very excited about. It's a combination of licensed brands and also internally generated intellectual properties, which, of course, since those are internally generated, we can control the licensing for those and develop and release our products on areas, so the franchises will live on outside of just the gaming space itself.
Right.
And our plan also allows us to build up a recurring release calendar, which is very important for a games industry, so that way we always maintain awareness within the gaming populace and also within the gaming press itself.
Tony, you say for a game to be a great success out there in the marketplace, it does have to have both soul and vibe. Tell us what you mean.
Sure. So that really kind of goes into the crux of why the company has the name that it has. So
yeah.
The games media has always said the games either do or don't have a sense of soul, and that soul is really attributed to a sense of personality. And I like to think of that as basically the core play mechanic of a game, which is, quite frankly, it's what a user does while they play the game. The more comfortable and the more easy to understand that play mechanic, the more likely people are going to talk about your game, both the gaming press and gamers themselves. And on the Vive side, the important thing is that everybody has a content filter these days. It's not about getting the word out anymore by putting ads in magazines, because we all know the print is down. It isn't about doing commercials on television because of VCRs, and it also isn't about necessarily putting banner ads on websites because people don't click through because they're inundated with noise. So our strategy is to go direct to consumer with tactics that will reverberate at the core and then generate out and build brand awareness for both the products and the company that way.
Tony, you've got a great pedigree yourself. You've been in this business 22 years. You've developed more than 200 video games and computer games in your career. You're an MBA. It sounds like the company's got a great management team, starting with you.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I'm very lucky that, especially with my IR teams and other people that I'm working with that are going to be coming into the company, both as an advisory board capacity and then also people involved with the company and employment status. I'm quite excited about what the future holds for us.
When did you go public, Tony?
Well, I bought a interest in a publicly traded company back in the fall with the mindset that we were going to do a name change and do a stock ticker symbol change, and that was completed in December. And then we completed a share exchange agreement just late last week.
Good.
And publishing licenses that I have then were brought into the company as a wholly owned subsidiary. So really it's only been about 2 weeks where the company has been, at least on the public side, a video and computer games company. And so far I've had some very positive reactions from people that I've spoken with, especially at the FSX show last week in Dallas.
Yeah, because you're in an industry where the company can grow very quickly based on the success of not only games, but your relationships out there in the marketplace, right?
That's absolutely true, and that you can do that with acquiring pickup opportunities, which are games to acquire that independent software developers made. They done from developing games from scratch that are based on either licensed brands or IPs that you build up yourself in-house.
Well, I think what What impresses me the most, Tony, is your background and your expertise in this field, because the company's not being led by a novice. It's being led by a seasoned pro, you know?
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I've been very fortunate over the course of the last 22 years. The games industry is a great industry. You get to do a lot of really wonderful things. You get a chance to meet a lot of really wonderful people. I've had a chance to speak with Steven Spielberg and Mark Hamill, and
that's great.
Tremendous opportunities.
Well, write down their website, folks. Go do your due diligence. They were presenting at FSX. It is soulandvibe.com. Soulandvibe.com. Tony Chiodo is the CEO. You go to the website, check it out. The ticker symbol is SOUL. Soul, SOUL. Check it out. Tony, great having you on the program. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of the day.
Take care.